In this video, we will learn about the Memento design pattern and how to implement it using C++ code. Memento is a behavioral design pattern that allows us to periodically save an object's state so that we can restore it to that state in the future. A real-world example of this is a save checkpoint in a video game. When the game is saved, you are able to restore the game back to the saved state and continue from there. You don't have to start all the way at the beginning again. Let's learn how to implement the Memento pattern using C++ code. Up at the top of the program, we will include the vector header file. Then we will create the Memento class. Inside of here, we will use the public access modifier and create a virtual destructor for our Memento, as well as a virtual function that returns an int named getHealth, marked as a purely virtual function by specifying const equals 0. Next, we will create a class named concrete_memento that extends the Memento class with public accessibility. Inside of this class, we will have an int variable health. Then we will use the public access modifier to create a concrete Memento constructor that takes in an int named h. And inside of here, we will set health equal to h. We will also override the base class's getHealth function, and inside of it, we will return health. After that, we will create a class named originator. Inside of this class, we will have an int variable health. Then we will create a function with an int return type named generateRandomHealth, inside of which we will set health equal to a call to the rand function modulus 10 plus 1. Then we will return health. After that, we will use the public access modifier and create a constructor for our originator that takes in one parameter, an int named h. Inside of the constructor, we will output the string player initial health is, then the health, and then a new line to the console. Next, we will create a function with a void return type named fightBoss, inside of which we will output the string player I'm fighting the boss to the console, followed by a new line character. After that, we will set health equal to a call to the generateRandomHealth function. Then we will output player, and my health has changed to, then the health, and then a new line character. After that, we will create a function that returns a pointer to a memento named save, inside of which we will return a new concrete memento with health passed in. Next, we will create a function with a void return type named restore, which takes in one parameter, a pointer to a memento named memento. Inside of this function, we will set health equal to a call to the memento's getHealth function. Then we will output the string player my health has changed to, then the value of health, and then a new line to the console. Next, we will create a class named caretaker. We will use the private access modifier and create a vector of memento pointers named mementos. We will also create a private pointer to an originator object named originator. Then we will use the public access modifier. Let's add a constructor for our caretaker object that takes in one parameter, a pointer to an originator named originator. Then we will add a destructor for our caretaker class, which will iterate over each memento pointer m in mementos and delete it. Next, we will create a function with a void return type named backup. Inside of this function, we will output the string checkpoint saving player's health, and then a new line to the console. After that, we will use the pushback function to add the result of a call to originator's save function to the mementos list. Then we will create a function with a void return type named undo. Inside of this function, we will check if our vector of mementos is empty, and if so, we will return from the function. Let's create a pointer to a memento, named memento, that we set equal to a call to mementos.back. Next, we will call the popback function on our mementos vector. After that, we will output checkpoint restoring health to, then a call to mementos getHealth function, and then a new line to the console. Then we will utilize a try-catch block. Inside of the try part, we will call originator's restore function and pass in memento. Inside of the catch block, we will make a recursive call to the undo function. Next, we will create a function with a void return type named showHistory. Inside of this function, we will output the string checkpoint. Here's the list of previous healths, and then a new line to the console. For each pointer to a memento in the mementos vector, we will output a call to memento's getHealth function, and then output a new line to the console. After that, outside of the for loop, we will output a new line to the console. Time to test our code. Let's go inside of C++'s main function. We'll create a pointer to an originator named originator that we set to a new originator with a health of 10 passed in. Next, we will create a pointer to a caretaker named caretaker that we set equal to a new caretaker with originator passed in. After that, we will make a call to our caretaker's backup function. Next, we will call the originator's fight boss function. After that, we will call the caretaker's backup function, then the originator's fight boss function, then the caretaker's backup function, and then the originator's fight boss function again. Then we will output a new line to the console. After that, we will make a call to the caretaker's show history function. Next, we will output the string now let's roll back, and then a new line. Then we will call the caretaker's undo function. After that, we will output a new line to the console, then the string rolling back again, and then another new line. Next, we will make a call to the caretaker's undo function. Finally, we will delete originator and caretaker. On lines 86 and 88, we should be calling the backup function. I accidentally typed the word backend, so I will change those to the correct name of backup now. When we run the code, our Memento code successfully keeps track of the player's current and previous healths, and is able to roll back to a prior save point, restoring the player's health to the value it was at that checkpoint. Notice that the player starts out with an initial health of 10. Then the checkpoint saves the player's health. After that, the player starts to fight the boss,